The new Claude Fable 5 model has just come out, and according to what we're told, it is the smartest model in the world according to the intelligence benchmarks. But is this true? Is it actually that much better than the previous Claude model, Opus 4.8? Well, in today's video, we're going to put that to the test. We're going to compare Opus 4.8 and Fable 5 side by side to see what is really the best model. So the first thing we're going to compare is building a website. Which model, just based on a set of screenshots, can build the best website? Here we go. We have both models side by side. On the left side, we have Opus 4.8. On the right side, we have Fable 5. Some of these prompts might take a while, so I will speed things up in post-production. If you're wondering, I'm using VS Code. I just feel like it's an easier way to interface so we can put both side by side versus using the terminal. I find it's the best way to actually code because you can have multiple tabs open and you can also have all of your markdown files open at the same time. So if you're a Claude Code user, highly recommend. So as you can see, Claude Opus 4.8 has actually finished quite a while before Fable. Fable is actually still working at the moment, so it's definitely taking a lot longer. And Fable 5 has just finished. It actually took 14 minutes longer than Opus took. So is it worth the wait? Let's see. So the website I asked them to recreate is the Stripe website. I think it's a good example because it has a mixture of animations and a mixture of graphics. I did ask it to browse the website if it was able to, but I sent it a series of screenshots to recreate, which I think is a good reflection of the visual capabilities of these models. So the first one we're going to review right now is Opus 4.8. I think overall, this is actually pretty good. We could see some animations coming through. It's pretty clean. This graphic's a little bit off. You can see it's a bit mangled, but it's okay. It's executed the text component pretty well. So overall, I'd say this is good. The only thing that I really don't like, well, there's actually two things. Firstly, you can see here on the right-hand side, like it kind of botched this animation. Once again, I sent it a screenshot and I used those constraints on purpose to really test the models, because part of being a good model isn't just following instructions. It's the ability to piece together information that you don't give it. Ideally, you should be able to use really light prompts and the AI should be smart enough to fill in the gaps, which is supposedly what Fable's really good at. We'll see this in a minute. So I don't really like this part here. They also didn't put the logo in the top left-hand corner at all, and this white text doesn't really contrast very well. So the model failed in that department, but overall it's quite solid. Now let's compare it to Claude Fable, which took a lot longer to do it, and immediately off the bat, it did get the banner right. You can see it is correct. Based on the original website, it's black and white, which is what you want. This animation does look better than what Claude Opus did. This just looks really messy. Of course, they couldn't really recreate the exact one on the Stripe website because this was a video, so I would have needed to have downloaded the video and given it to the models. So off a screenshot, I'll give benefit of the doubt there. Of course, if you did probably prompt that specifically, you could recreate it. But overall, this animation, I think, looks a little bit cleaner. Comparing them, I think the text also looks a bit cleaner on Claude Fable, and it's a bit more accurate to the original website, like in terms of the way it's spaced. This is the original, this is Fable. Opus kind of crushed it to the left. So I'd say Fable did a better job there. Now let's check out the animations. The animations are pretty good. I mean, they're pretty similar to Opus. Okay, here's where it did a much better job. You see this image it recreated, which is similar to the original Stripe website. That is much better on Fable 5 than Opus. Opus did this weird thing here, so definitely Fable is better in that department. Fable also did a slightly better job at recreating the imagery. Opus 4.8 didn't even bother, but I mean, this is still a little bit off, to be completely honest with you. It's not as accurate as the original website, but overall I'm impressed with what it was able to do. By the way, I just realized I was covering the top part before. You can see here, this white bit is not correct. Actually, as you scroll down, it turns black again, which is good, but I don't know why this is white, whereas Fable actually got this right. And it just stays static the whole time. The Stripe website, it actually disappears, but once again, I don't think it had access to that information. So Fable won the website test, but Fable also took more time. And honestly, Opus isn't bad. I think website generation in general on both of these models was quite good, but I think it's fair to say Fable was a bit more accurate.